Hi, my name is Mike Johnson. We're taking a look at a 2014 Ford Fusion. Top of the line, the highest you can get. This has basically the platinum package on it. It is a titanium because they didn't have the platinum in 2014. But now they have the platinum package, and it's the same as what this one is basically. And I'm going to cover the vehicle in detail in this video. First thing you need to know, this car has no accidents. Second thing you need to know, our source for this vehicle was Ford Corporate. We obtained this vehicle directly from Ford headquarters. It is a lease return, but it's a grade AA plus. No accident, no paint work, super clean, not scratched, not dented up. This is the kind of car you would hope to see in the showroom of the Ford dealer used car lot. The best you can get. Okay, now let's look at the condition, starting with the outside, and then we're going to go inside and look at the technical features. And I do put headlines on my pictures to explain what you're looking at when you're looking at the pictures, but let's start in the back. The taillights are very cool. They're all like LED taillights. This is the Fusion Energy Package, and that's a big deal. It's the same as the regular Fusion, except that it's because it runs on gasoline. But if you want, you don't have to, but if you want, when you get home, you can plug it in the wall, charge it up for about 6 hours, and then it won't use any gasoline for the first 20 miles approximately of driving. Depending how you drive, that does vary. And why would you want that? Because this little green sticker here, Diamond Lane Access OK, California Clean Air Vehicle stickers. The plug-in hybrid is the only version that's eligible for these little green stickers. And why do you want these green stickers? Because you can pass up all that traffic by jumping in the carpool lane when you're all by yourself. This car is legally exempted from waiting in traffic if you can jump in the carpool lane and skip all the traffic, even if you're alone. Because the carpool diamond lanes usually say 2 or more people required per vehicle, sometimes 3 or more. That does not apply to you when you're driving this car with those green stickers. Is state exempted from that rule, and that can save you years of your life not sitting in traffic. And this is a special, when I say top of the line, I am not exaggerating, because this has everything. It has the forward anti-collision system. So there's a little head-up display right here, a little projector, that if you're about to crash, maybe into something, it blinks a red light on the windshield and beeps at you to get your attention. How does it know if you're going to crash into something? I'll explain that. You've got a front camera. This little triangular shape in the windshield is your front camera. It's looking out at all times, and that works together with a radar sensor mounted behind your front bumper here. You have a front radar sensor, and I'm not talking about these. These are Sonar's acoustic sensors. I'm not talking about the acoustic sensors. These are for close distance. It has those too, yes, front and rear. Not all of them do, but this is the front and rear parking sonar and side parking sonar, and that's because this car can park itself into a parking space automatically. Watch my pictures for an illustration. I'll talk about it in a minute, but right now we're talking about forward radar. So it has millimeter wave radar units on the front and both sides of the rear of this car. That millimeter wave radar is scanning hundreds of feet in front of you. So when you're driving on the road, the radar will detect if you are at risk of crashing into something, and it can automatically apply the brakes to avoid a collision. Not only can it do that, the coolest part of all of that I just said, when you're driving in traffic, it's better to turn on your cruise control and use your cruise control. I'm going to talk about that right now. Let's go in and learn about the cruise control. As I'm entering, I'm going to point out it does have this touch keypad that you can enter a code to unlock your door, just in case you forget your key or you don't have your key. You walk out and you need to grab something out of the car in the middle of the night. You can use that touchpad. But we're talking first about the radar cruise control. It's called adaptive or dynamic cruise control. In an ordinary car, you cannot use your cruise control without difficulty or driving slower than everybody else. Otherwise, you're constantly adjusting it. Okay, but adaptive cruise control is what this car has. Automatically adjust the speed for you. The radar, the front millimeter wave radar, locks on the vehicle in front of you. Not talking about the white truck. Imagine you're driving on the highway, on the interstate freeway system, in city traffic, stop and go traffic. The radar locks on the car in front of you and will accelerate and decelerate between the speed of the car in front of you and what you have set. So if the car speeds up, it'll increase speed automatically until it reaches the set speed. And if the car in front of you slams on the brakes and you're playing with your navigation system, or you're looking down at your phone sending a text message, which you should not do, but if you're doing it and all of a sudden the car in front of you has slammed on the brakes because there's a crash and you're distracted, you're not going to crash in this car because you're using your cruise control, and it's going to immediately slow down, which is going to break your concentration on your gadget and put your attention back on the road so you can react, stop, or swerve. But the car's already applied the brakes because it's already slowing down, even if you are not aware of the situation. And that means if somebody's behind you, they're not going to run into the back of you either, because the car already warned them. So that by the time you fully slamming on your brakes, they already know. Therefore, you can avoid a front collision and you can avoid a rear collision thanks to the radar cruise control. And now let's take a look at the buttons right here. So normal cruise control, resume, cancel, on and off, set plus, set minus. But over here, it lets you follow very closely to the car in front of you, or follow at a further distance with these little buttons right here, these two. If it doesn't have those buttons, it does not have the radar cruise control feature, and most of the cars don't. This one does. Go look at all the other cars from all the other dealers, and they probably don't, because these cars don't stay on the market very long. They're really hard to get. A lot of new cars are coming out with these features, but hey, if you know, this is not a cheap car. My price is a good price, because if you go buy brand new at the Ford dealership, a car like this, the window sticker price is about $43,000. I'm going to include a photo of a window sticker for a 2014 Fusion. It was $43,000, not 23, 43 for this option package. So you're saving, yeah, maybe $30,000. $30,000 is staying in your pocket that you're not spending. $25,000 that you're not spending on that brand new one. You're getting all the top of the line features, and you're keeping all your money for a car that does not have any accidents, a certified car. So the energy, a lot of people are nervous about the plug-in hybrid features. You don't have to worry. There's a little display right here. It shows you this car has 17 miles of battery remaining and more than a quarter tank of fuel remaining. So it'll go quite a ways before it runs out of fuel, and it'll go 17 miles before it runs out of charge. But unlike a pure electric car, you don't have any range anxiety. When your battery is dead, they're talking about your plug-in hybrid battery. When it's out of juice, it just drives like a gasoline powered car, kind of. It's still a hybrid, so that's why this car can get 88 miles per gallon according to the EPA. The official MPG is 88 miles per gallon. Talking about more features now. You have driver memory settings. Button 1, 2, and 3. So when you get in and your kid or your wife or your husband was driving the car and they adjusted all the seat and mirrors, all you do is push 1, 2, or 3, whatever you have set. You can set button 1 for mom, dad, and junior. So everybody's got their mirrors and seat all set up. They don't have to worry about it. It's all programmed. So you get in, you push button 1, 2, or 3, and everything adjusts the way you want it. Continuing on with safety features. This has lane keep assist. So on the left side of the instrument panel is your radar cruise control. Shows how close you're following to the cars ahead of you. It also has lane keep assist and lane departure alert. And you've got your navigation system over here. You've got Ford Sync, which syncs your music or podcasts or Pandora, all those online streaming music is, to the radio, and lets you control your phone from the stereo or from the steering wheel controls. It's really nice. If you're worried you might not understand it, this car does have its owner's manual, and you can look up how to do stuff. And look, it's so easy to use. The manual's not that huge. Some other cars I've had, the manual's twice the size, but it's so easy to use that the manual's not that big. And if you ever lose the manual, they have the manuals online on the Ford website. So you have fully automatic climate control. You have, just press auto, automatic climate control, driver and passenger temperature buttons, touch sensitive, high or low fan, awesome sound system in here, tilt and slide power sunroof, aka power moonroof, and it tilts or slides. That's slide and that's tilt. Close the sunshade so the sun is not shining on you. You've got side airbags, lots and lots of airbags everywhere. And remember, this has not been in any accidents. This is a non-accident car. I don't even see a chip in the windshield on this car. It's really good condition. Up on the mirror here, you have electrochromic dimming mirrors, which means when the bright shiny headlights are behind you, the glass electronically darkens, so you don't have to flip in the switch. You've got HomeLink programmable garage door opener buttons here. You've got vanity mirrors, and you can unclip these and telescope them out. You got a handle, so when you're driving in mountain roads you can hang on. Cup holders everywhere. We're gonna go in the back seat and talk about the back seat. Oh, I gotta unlock it first. It does have a smart key, which, what is a smart key? So there's on the leather seats, of course, heated leather seats, and it has remote engine start. So you want to lock the car. If I have the key and I turn it off, you just touch there to lock the car, and it automatically unlocks when you walk up and approach the car. So we're going to the back seat. You've got a cup holder in the back seat. Armrest folds down, and down here in the center we have AC power 110 volt outlet. I'm gonna see if I can put my camera in a mode so I can show you that. Right there, AC 110 volt outlet, so you can plug in your laptop computer. Cigarette lighter port. You could plug a video game back there. Get my camera in the right mode. Rear air conditioner vents, so your rear passengers can be comfortable back here, and even distribution of the air conditioning. Look, it's nice and clean car. No fingerprints on the headline liner. LED lights. It's pretty nice. And I mentioned the rear seats go flat, so you can put some longer cargo if you have to make a run to Home Depot and haul some sprinkler pipe or piece of lumber. If it's not too big, but it can be long, you can put long lumber in here as a pass through to the trunk. So I mentioned this car will park itself. What am I talking about? Here's where you want to look. If you go look at somebody else's Ford Fusion, look at the center console, or if you're looking online, look at the pictures of the car and see if you can see this little button right here, if I can get the glare exactly right. Steering wheel. The little steering wheel right there with a P on it. Right here, there's 3 buttons on this car. If you only have 2 buttons, it doesn't have it. There's 3 buttons there. So how does it work? I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to explain it. I want to be as short on this video. So you see all these parking spaces right here? You drive up along, if you're in the mall and there's a lot of parking spaces. Well, you push that P button, it puts it in parking mode, and your sonar on the side of the car starts scanning for available parking spaces to measure and see, because the car knows how many inches it's traveling. It knows if it can fit in a parking space. So when it's happy with the parking space, you let go of the steering wheel and the car will steer as you back into the parking space. Or you can parallel park along a curb on either side, and as you're driving down the street, it measures those curbside parallel parking spaces to see if it finds one that you'll fit in, and it lets you know. That's very helpful. So as you're doing that, parking is made easier, because this is a nice big car. It's a lot of protection if you ever get in an accident, and you probably won't get an accident because of all the safety features. It's a good car to put yourself or your family in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to try to keep the video short. My name is Mike Johnson. Give me a call, 951-681-2101. That's a land phone, and it will forward to a cell phone. You can't text me on that number, but you can call me. I do recommend phone call, so I can accurately answer your questions if you have questions. 951-681-2101. Mike Johnson, give me a call. Thank you. Continuing on, the tires look really good on this car. If I put my camera in the right mode. Nice, thick tire tread. Take a look at the rim. The left rear rim, I don't see any signs of curb damage. This is your charging port. Remember, you put gas in this car. Let me explain that. The left front tire, I don't see any curbing damage. Remember those parking sensors? I'm going to talk about that. This car will park itself in a parking space. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. That's a rare feature. Not all of them have it. Right front wheel, only a tiny little, like rock chips, no major curbing damage. Maybe a little scratch here and there. No dents in the car that I can see. This rim also looks good condition as well. And again, those carpool stickers. Here we are, we're back where we started. Hi, this video section, I'm going to explain how the plug-in hybrids work in this little video and why you want one, and explain the difference between the plug-in hybrid, the regular hybrid, and the non-hybrid. First of all, here's your gas tank right here. You need to understand the plug-in hybrid runs on gasoline. You must put gasoline in the car, and the Ford Fusion has a nice big gas tank, so you can put 16 gallons or so and go on nice long trips. But up in the front here is your electrical charging port, and you can plug this car in, and in about 6 hours you charge up the battery, and that lets you drive the first approximately 20 miles of each drive between chargings. So you go home at night, you plug it in, it charges for 6 hours. In the morning you start driving. Your first 20 miles or so can be fully electric. Okay, that's plug-in hybrid. It's like, well, it uses gasoline, why do I want to do that? Well, see, now 20 miles times 365 days in the year, and rounding it up, that's a good 8,000 miles a year of plug-in driving. Most people drive a hybrid car or any car an average of 12 to 15,000 miles a year on average. So if you drive 12,000 miles a year and your first 8,000 is electric only, that's a big chunk of your gas that you're not having to buy anymore. So that really helps you out. That's why. The other reason why is these carpool lane access OK stickers. Only the plug-in technology vehicles are eligible for access OK stickers. The hybrids do not qualify, and the gasoline version do not qualify, but these little green stickers let you get in this car and drive in the carpool lane all by yourself. When the big sign says 2 or more people per vehicle or 3 or more per vehicle, that doesn't apply to you when you're driving this car with those little green stickers. And these cars are the most expensive version too. New, this car costs almost $43,000 plus tax. Sorry, the window sticker's flapping around here. Was it $42,740 sticker price? Plus tax. Tax is about 10-11% depending where you live. It's a $50,000 car almost. It's expensive. Even after tax credits and rebates, it's still a $40,000+ car. When you buy it new. Used, however, the price is much closer to the lower models because the more expensive features depreciate faster, and making buying a used one a great deal. And people will say, well, it's a plug-in hybrid, it has a hybrid battery. Well, the Ford hybrid batteries are covered for 10 years or 150,000 miles under warranty. If you have any battery problems, it's under warranty for the first 10 years or 150,000 miles. That's the California warranty, and it's honored in, I think, 7 or 8 other states where these plug-in hybrids are popular. And the Ford owner's manual for warranty will tell that to you in more detail. It's online, and you ask me and I can let you look that up online. So that's your plug-in hybrid technology. Now, if this is not the same car that I'm showing you in the rest of this video, that's because the plug-in technology is the same on all the different models, whether it's the SE, the Titanium, the Platinum. This one here I'm looking at, the $43,000 version, was a Titanium, and now they're calling this version with the Platinum for $43,000. So I'm gonna wrap up this as the last phase of my video. My name's Mike Johnson. Give me a call, 951-681-2101, if you want to buy one of my plug-in hybrid vehicles. Thank you.